It's a validation of what the Mets pitching staff did last year with Severino and Manaea to see them be able to do this again with somebody else. They picked up Canning after he was released by the Braves. The Braves traded for him in a salary dump of Jorge Soler, and then they non-tendered him, and the Mets picked him up pretty quickly after. He was non-tendered in November. The Mets signed him in December. To me, that indicates intentionality. They knew they could do something with this guy, and they've done something pretty specific. They've changed up his arsenal a little bit. He's throwing his slider a lot more and his four-seam fastball a lot less. What was interesting was last night, he threw the four-seam fastball more than he had in his previous starts and was able to get more success with it. We're seeing this kind of across the board in Major League Baseball where pitchers are adding to their arsenal. Even guys like Paul Skeens, who have incredible stuff, want to have more and more different pitches because you have to get the batter guessing. You can't just rely on pitches. And Canning in particular is a guy, he averages like 94 miles an hour on his fastball. So he needs that arsenal changeup in order to get guys out because he can't just blow it past them, and it's working. So to me, it really shows that the Mets saw something specific in him, made a particular change, and now that's paying off.
And I wonder, Hannah, to sort of piggyback off your point, if this is going to be something that the Mets can sort of use in the free agent market in years going forward here. Like, look what we've done with this guy. Look what we've done with this guy. Griffin Canning gave up more runs than anyone else, more earned runs last year than anyone else in the American League. He wasn't exactly, as you noted, a hot commodity on the free agent market, and they have turned him into a valuable piece so far. Look, he walks too many guys. I think that's a complaint that I've had with a lot of Mets pitchers over the past couple of years. It sort of is what it is. But he has delivered in a time when people, I think, over the winter, people were like, Griffin Canning, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
And
it was really an afterthought.
And now it's like, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, look what he's done.
Yeah, somewhere David Stearns is smiling. Yeah. He's saying, my plan is working out. If I'm not going to dump all this money into the starting rotation and people want to criticize that, fine. This is the right play. This is the proper play for a team that's spending a lot of money on position players. Griffin Canning, he's just the latest example of a guy. The Mets are going to identify something. They're going to exploit it. And what I loved about the start last night, he's not a strikeout guy. Never struck out anyone throughout his career. Struck out 8 last night, possibly a sign of things to come. He's mixing up the pitches. He's leaning into his strengths. I think the Mets have found something here. They're going to continue to find something in the different guys they bring.
The way the Mets have handled their pitching since David Stearns has taken over is nothing short of brilliant. Remember, Griffin Canning wouldn't have even cracked the rotation if they were healthy with Manaea and Frankie Montas, and now he's been a solid arm in that Mets
Montas
rotation.
is a miss so far, though.
Well, I mean, but he hasn't pitched.
So far, right.
Understood,
when
but
he comes
been
back, 0 ERA.
Yeah, exactly. He comes back, he's going to be a Cy Young candidate.